Coral Beach, Florida, and flying out tomorrow actually for Battle of Paddle. But yeah, I've been down in Florida for the last month, just hanging out with the family, and my brother's going to college down here, so I've been visiting him, and yeah, just enjoying the southern atmosphere.
All right, getting a little bit of the humidity, always good for the skin, always good for training, and so Slater, let's just get right into it. Slater, for those who don't know, is one of the most elite, high-profile athletes that we have out there, and he's incredibly young. So what are you, 16 or something?
I'm 17.
17.
18 in December.
17 years old. He came, I think, second, was it, on the Battle of the Paddle, like when you were 14 or 15, something like that?
Yeah, 2009 Battle of the Paddle. I was 14 years old, and I got second to Jamie Mitchell.
Yeah, second to Jamie. What about that? So imagine your 14-year-old says, hey, Dad, Mom, I want to get on a paddleboard, and lo and behold, they come behind Jamie Mitchell. So since then, Slater Trout has been one of the fastest stand-up paddlers out there, one of the highest profile athletes as well. And we are stoked to have you on the show. So tell us later, what were some of the highlights in your career so far?
The highlights, well, I definitely have to say, obviously, the 2009 Battle of the Paddle when I was 14, that really kick-started my career and gave me that big confidence boost coming in second at the Battle of the Paddle. That was just a moving experience. So doing well at the Sunset World Tour event, just the wave event in Sunset Beach, Oahu, that was awesome.
And I was there, by the way. I got to interject here. Those were some of the most challenging conditions I've ever seen in my life. In fact, sunset on the north shore of Oahu is a big wave already, and that day was closing out. It was just a big washing machine. There was no channel. It was heavy, and pretty much nobody wanted to go out. But the contest was being held.
I got a clear memory of it. I remember. I was 15 at the time too, so it was definitely nerve-wracking. But
and you did incredibly well. You did incredibly well. I was there at the beach watching.
It was one of those days where everything just aligned, and you get out there and you catch the first one, and I just got in a groove, and I just was in this groove, and I just felt so in touch with Sunset Beach at the time, and I just felt so in the rhythm, and it just all kind of flowed for me, and that's my other thing. So I love racing, and that's a huge part of my life and my career. But then surfing and surfing big waves is also the other half that I enjoy just as much. So I like to split them up.
So BOP and the sunset. Any other highlights you can think of?
Oh, there's so many. Every race I go to, everything is so different. There's a race in Mexico that's always really fun. Coming back down to Florida is always really fun. I got a bunch of friends and family down in Florida. Just traveling, seeing, going to Namotu, Fiji for one of the stops of the World Series racing. That was so fun. Just traveling around and seeing new places and meeting new people is what I love to do, and just just getting the different shocks of culture is such an amazing experience, especially being so young. It's just it all just flushes in, and it's really cool. I don't want to out-travel myself while I'm too young, so I have something to do when I'm older.
That's right. So Slater, let's talk about equipment here really quick. A lot of people would love to have a little bit of an insight from Slater Trout. I know you've been riding the Infinity boards. You got your own surf model. So let's begin with your surf model. Talk about the features you have. Infinity, made by Boardworks. It's a line that I think is available. It just came out, right? Earlier this year or something? Yeah.
No, the two wave boards just came out a couple months ago. And now we're working on the race boards, and the first race board 14 should be out in the next month or so. So that's really exciting.
Excellent. So take us through the surfboards. What are some of the features that you believe have really helped you in your surfing and that you find in the boards, in your board models?
Well, the first thing off with Infinity is it's a smaller company in Southern California, and so they're very it's a very family-oriented company, and you're very close with. I'm really close with Dave Bainey and Steve Bainey, and so shaping is so easy through him, just because you tell him what you want and he'll do it. And we did a lot of testing, and I was going back and forth with Dave, and he was testing some of my products for me. Then I was testing in Hawaii, in different conditions, in Taiwan, in Indonesia, all over these different spots to get the right board. And finally, we came up with this design in a 9-foot model and a 10-foot model, and then BoardWorks decided to produce it. And so I have my 9-foot model and 10-foot model through BoardWorks, and it's been great. It's sold really well. We're really happy how it's doing. They look awesome. I surf it every day. It's my favorite go-to board. I'll take it any day over a custom. It's just a fun board for anyone to ride. It's real stable, easy to ride, easy to surf, and it's been really great. I'm really happy.
Excellent. So available through Infinity and BoardWorks. Check it out. Beautiful graphics, by the way. I love the simplicity and how beautiful that design
I
is.
just wanted to say, like, that's kind of my thing, like my signature thing. We're starting to do. My race boards will all have it's 3 stripes on the nose and 1 stripe on the tail of all my wave boards, all my race boards, all my surf boards. That's kind of my thing. So if you're out there and you see a board with 3 stripes on the nose, 1 stripe on the tail, you'll know that's a Slater Trout model.
There you go. So that's good to prevent hacking of design, to claiming it. All right. So what are the features? Let's talk about like race boards right now. What are the features that you've tested, that you've been on, that you went like, okay, having this rocker or this width or this bottom or this rail, what have you, this deck has really made a difference in my performance and also having fun. So in the whole race/cruising board model, what were some of those things that you might have come across?
Well, we did a lot of testing with Dave and Steve and the guys at Infinity, and I already had some knowledge coming in from a couple years of racing. They had some knowledge coming in from rockers and bottoms from a surf background, so we kind of collabed and put what we knew together, and came up with a couple really great designs. We've gone back and forth. I've tested them for them. We started out with like a double rocker, and then we went to a single, and then we were trying a bunch of kind of cool spunky stuff. And then we changed up the tail a little bit, making it wider, then maybe trying a narrower tail, then trying even a pin tail, but then going back to a square tail, and then the nose too, keeping a real low profile nose, something that's not going to be very big, so it's going to cut through the water nicely, and just being stable and easy to paddle. Like our whole main thing with my board, and I want the public to know this, is that we made them so they're very fast, but they're easy to paddle. They're not hippy. They're not sluggish. They move along the water really nicely. They're very stable. They're very easy to paddle at a certain speed, which is what we want to do. And I'm pretty sure that Steve Bainey and Shaker nailed that one perfectly.
So great. So let's go through some of those features. You said like a low profile nose so that you can easily cut through the water. Is that correct?
So exactly. So the nose is really special. The nose on this board is very low profile. When it's going through the water, it looks like almost like some of those American Cup boats. It's very sleek, very sharp. It dips down, so it's very low profile in the water. Aerodynamic, like I said, very thin, so that it can porpoise through the water. If you're going through a wave or cutting through chop or going upwind, it just slices right through like butter, and you can just kind of float through.
And you touched on some of the important points here with a low profile nose. If you have a lot of wind, it's a low profile, so it's not getting battered by the wind. If you have a lot of swell too, you're not getting off track by just having chop, pushing that nose sideways. And those are some of the features, right, envisioned in that low profile.
Exactly. It's gonna and it looks awesome too on the water. You're paddling out with your friends or family, and you go by them paddling hard, and they're gonna be freaked out just seeing that nose paddling by, and it's pretty good looking.
And you mentioned something about the bottom and tail here, and I'm interested in that. So take us through the bottom and tail features of the board.
Well, we tried a couple different rockers, and of course, rockers the bottom of the board looks differently with conditions, and so we've been really focusing on trying to find a certain rocker and concave on the bottom of the board that's going to work in most all-around conditions. And we found that double works better in certain conditions, but the single works better in other conditions. And so we kind of come and put one together and really focus on kind of collabing those and trying to really make it just as to go as well as possible in every condition on the bottom. And the tail has a lot to do with that too. Having the wider tail, it's a little bit better release. It makes the board a little more stable in rough conditions. And we just wanted to make the board all around easier to use.
So how do you see the different bottoms, like the double concave and the single concave? What conditions do you see them working or not working for?
It just depends, really. I mean, I paddle so much in Hawaii and in California, and it's both so different. You know, in the open, rough conditions, the double is pretty nice, but if you get in like a flat downwind conditions, the single's nice, but then the single also works in the rough conditions, and the double feels nice, like on really glassy water. So it's actually been really stressful on us because they both do so well in so many different conditions. It's been really hard to decide on which one we truly like. So, and that all comes with just testing and time on the water, and that's what we've been doing.
And how do you see the different features? Pintail, square tail, round, squared. What direction are you going into?
We're definitely going more for the square tail. You'll see my models all have the kind of wider square tail, and that's easier relief on the board, more stable. If you're getting pushed by swell on a downwinder, you get more of a push because it's pushing that square. And it's just all around more stable and just easier to paddle than a pintail. Pintails are quite a bit trickier.
Right. Okay, so all right, a lot of insights there from Slater Trout into board design and features. Stay tuned and look into the Boardworks/Infinity Slater Trout models for surf and all-around paddle, and also stay tuned for the 14 coming out, right?
Exactly.
So okay, so let's talk technique. You obviously, even though you're very young, you're still like you're a very strong paddler. So I'm a 33-year-old, and you are much bigger than I am muscle-wise, and I think height, I don't know, it might be about the same height. But how do you see, what type of techniques that you've implemented that helped you either to prevent injury or to help you to go faster or made things easier? Anything you can teach us on that front?
Well, technique is always such a tricky subject to talk about because everyone has their own technique, and there's so many different techniques taught out there, and everyone's going to have their own feel. It's like anything, you know, you're going to have your own feel no matter what you learn. I've learned a lot from Dave Kalama, and I don't know how many people have heard of it. You know, the Tahitian stroke or the Hawaiian stroke, and there's different strokes that have different names, and Dave Kalama's been a huge part of my technique side of the sport. I worked with him a lot last year and a little bit this year. He's really helped define my technique, and it's just more of, I really like to use my hips and my core. I try not to use my arms as much. If you're using your arms and shoulders a lot, that's a very easy way to get injured, hurt your elbows, hurt your shoulders, just overwork things that don't need to be overworked. I like to focus on using, just a quick point, I like to focus on using my bigger muscles, my stronger muscles, like my core and my hips and my legs, and getting getting propelled with those muscles rather than using my arms. And that's where a lot of people get messed up is using their arms too much. And your arms are so much weaker than your core and your hips. Those muscles are so much stronger in your core than your arms will ever be. And so you want to use the stronger muscles. So I always really like to focus on a lot of twisting, a lot of hip action, a lot of core, keep it nice and tight and strong.
So you really want to engage that hip and get that hip twisting and lean a lot on your core every stroke, right?
Every stroke, pull with your core, pull with your hips, open your hips up, stand tall, really just focus on getting a hip rotation and not hunching over and open your chest up, good posture, good breathing, head high, neck open, just great posture and using the right muscles.
Sounds great. So, anything else as far as like?
That's really good. I mean, if you're listening, I'd say focus on using your bigger muscles, your core and your hips and your legs. rather than your arms. Focus on that when you're out paddling tonight or today or the next time, next week, whenever you go paddle again. Next time you're on the water, focus on not using your arms, and your arms should just be attachment to the paddle, but your body, your core, your abdomen is what should pull you through the water.
There you go. So great tip from Slater Trout. Engage your hips and your core, and which brings me to what do you do in terms of like now fitness and diet? Do you have any cross training? I know you do quite a bit of swimming, you lift weights. So take us through your cross training and how that helps you to engage that core, to have that strong core, to be able to get that hip rotation. And so what do you do for cross training now in terms of fitness that helps you with the paddling?
I just play a lot of video games. No.
Play video games.
No, but yeah, it's a basic day for me. I really enjoy swimming. I know Jamie Mitchell swims a lot. He's come to Maui and actually done some swim workouts with me, and I think that's mostly just because we both have lifeguard backgrounds and swimming backgrounds, so we enjoy being in the water like that. I think swimming is really great for the lungs, opening your shoulders up. It uses virtually the same muscles as paddling, which is amazing. I think it's one of the closest workouts muscle-wise as there is to paddling. So if I can't paddle for a week, but there's a pool, if I'm traveling, I'll go swim and feel like I'm getting the same type of workout. I do weights. I try not to do too much heavy stuff. I try to keep it light and lean. And then I paddle a whole bunch. I go out and paddle. I try and paddle a couple times a week. Different stuff, through the wave, flat water, downwind, upwind. I like to keep it mixed up, and that's my one tip for anyone out there who's training is keep it mixed up. Don't get on a routine where you do the same thing every day, every week, every month. Mix it up. Do something fun. Maybe one day go try swimming. If you're not a swimmer, go to your local pool and try swimming and see how you like it. Or if you're not a runner, try running or cycling. I've been cycling a lot more this year and running. It's great for your endurance. And in paddling too, don't just go paddle. Try not to go paddle in the same conditions every day. If it's windy, go paddle upwind and feel what it feels like to paddle upwind, and then go downwind and get used to that. And my main piece of advice is just keep it diverse and keep it fun and keep it fresh, and so you're never getting worn out.
So of all of that, it looks like you're big into swimming. So what does your routine look like? How many laps do you do? How much time do you put in the pool, and how many times a week do you hit the pool?
It's different. I'll normally do 3 times a week in the mornings in the pool with my coach, and I'm actually on swim team with my classes here. I'm in my senior year at my school on Maui called Maui Prep. It's a small private school on Maui, and that's actually where Zane went, Zane Schweitzer, and a couple of my other buddies. And I'm on the swim team there this year, and I actually just got elected class president too. So.
Oh wow! Congratulations.
Yeah, so that's pretty exciting. That's pretty funny. So yeah, I'm on swim team this year. I'm actually joined, got recruited for cross country as well. I'm not a runner, but like I said, I love taking challenges and pushing myself. And I've never been a runner. I've never ran. I'm a horrible runner, but I'm going out for a cross country team, and I'm going to go get my butt kicked and push myself, and I'm really excited about that. So yeah, I'm just going to enjoy my senior year of high school and really focus on my education and graduating, and then hopefully going to college, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to it.
Great. And how many hours do you put in the pool?
I normally do, so like I said, I'll do 3 days a week. I normally do an hour and a half to 2 hours actually in the pool. Different stuff. So like if I go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, maybe Monday we'll do sprints, really focus on power and sprints. Maybe Wednesday we'll do distance, really focus on going long, like almost like an open ocean swim. And some days we will go on the open ocean, do long distance open ocean swimming. And then maybe again Friday we'll do sprints again. Just like to keep it mixed up.
Alrighty. So Slater, now BOP coming up here. Well, let me back up a little. Just as far as diet, I'm assuming here that you're young, that you don't have a very strict diet, but I might be making a wrong assumption here. Are you serious about your diet? How does it look?
No, I'm definitely really serious about my diet. Over the years I've been getting, especially, more and more serious about it and really watching what I eat and trying to train healthy. And it's nice living in Hawaii because Hawaii is it's a healthy culture and such a healthy lifestyle. A lot of fresh foods, fresh fruits, fresh fishes, lean meats, grass-grown cattle and just free-range stuff. And so, I'm fortunate to live in Hawaii where I can access things like that. And
Right.
it is expensive. Eating right is expensive and going to Whole Foods is expensive. But, you don't necessarily have to go to these really high-end organic markets. You can go to your regular market, and if you just look close enough, you can find really good stuff for cheap. And that's what we've been focusing on is go to your local regular supermarket, and you can normally find good things for not a very expensive price. And so I just, I really love fish. This is a huge part of my diet. I eat a lot of fish, a lot of rice, a lot of pasta dinners, carbs and calories. I'm trying to eat. I eat a couple thousand calories a day. I'm really, especially in training season. The month before the Battle of the Paddle, I'm really loading up on my calories and training hard. And if you work out hard enough, you can eat what you want and burn it off.
Right.
You just can't eat what you want and not work out. So what I tell people is, you go out and you do a really hard paddle, and you exhaust yourself. You go home and eat whatever you want, how much of it you want, and be happy.
There you
go. That's how I look at it.
That's good. That's good. There you go. So now you're making me hungry. We got some cookies for you here, but you're not here. So when you come,
I love homemade Andre cookies.
Actually, Aaron Robbins' daughter actually put them together. Now, you won't see me baking cookies. It's actually out of desperation. But anyway, I love them. But BOP coming up here. Obviously, you got a good history with that event, and how are you looking forward to it?
I'm so excited. That's my favorite race every year. And, I've had, I got second in 2009 and third in 2010. And I had a tough year last year with some waves and stuff. And the whole thing about that race is it's going to come down to the best paddler. But it also, there's so much, especially when the conditions, if there's waves involved, there's a lot of luck involved. And you just hope that everything plays into your game because, with waves and conditions and things. And I've seen some really good paddlers go down early just through conditions, where it being shallow, hitting rocks, or catching a wave and falling, or getting caught inside on a wave. And I've also seen, very amateur paddlers get lucky and get in the front. And so it's really anyone's game. So if you're doing Battle of the Paddle and you don't think you're a professional or you don't think you're that great, you have a chance at winning, and I want everyone to know that everyone has a chance at this race. It's not just going to be the best guy who's been the best this year. It's going to be anyone's game, and that's what makes it exciting.
All right. Well, congratulations. We can't wait for you to get in town. Thanks a lot for all the insights. Keep cranking it. I mean, you're doing a great job. You're a great ambassador for not just the sport, but especially kids also who want to do a lot of sports. You together with your family, you guys do a good job at keeping it balanced, going to school, eating healthy, a wholesome lifestyle, and keep it up. Say hi to the rest of the family there for me on my behalf. Miss everyone and can't wait to see everybody kind of like flying in and catching up with you guys over the weekend. So.
Oh yeah, no, it's going to be awesome. We fly in tomorrow. We'll be there Wednesday, and we got the Step Awards Thursday night, and then Friday, and then we got the race Saturday and Sunday. And it's going to be an awesome weekend. I hope everyone shows up and shows their support. And it's going to be a big year. It's going to be tough. It's going to be fun. There's supposed to be big waves, which is really exciting. So I know a lot of the paddlers are getting excited about that. And yeah, the whole family's coming out, and so it's going to be another big year. And I'm looking forward to ending the racing season with a good result at the Battle of Paddle. And I think everyone's looking forward to kind of ending their season with the battle. So it's going to be great.
All right, sounds great. Looking forward to it. Keep it up, and we'll see you over the week. And thanks a lot for joining us, and keep us posted.
Cool. Thank you, Supconnect, and we'll see everyone at the battle.
All right, see you at the battle. Bye-bye, Slater. Take care, man. Thank you.
Thanks. See ya.
All right, that was wonderkind, phenomenal kid, racer Slater Trout. Just really a great family, a great guy, incredible athlete. As you saw, he swims. He's now into cross training, riding his bike, and so we'll be seeing a lot from him still to come. He's only 17 years old. Was second right behind Jamie Mitchell in 2009 in the Battle of the Paddle. Phenomenal result. So stay tuned for Slater Trout. Also make sure to check his board model at boardworksup.com for his paddle, race, surf, and all-around board, and his race board coming up anytime. So thanks a lot for watching. If you missed any one of the other segments, you'll be able to watch them on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Supconnect, and just click on the live playlist there to watch anything you might have missed. If you want to get one of the Supconnect t-shirts, just go to supconnect.com/shop and wear it proudly. Say, I'm Andre Niemeyer and I Supconnect. And if you have any questions or comments or anything you want to listen or ask our guests, anything you want to ask our guests, just go to twitter.com/Supconnect. And also you can ask and watch on Facebook as well, facebook.com/Supconnect. And obviously, stay tuned to Supconnect.com for all the latest in the paddleboard world, especially this week, as we have the greatest media rendezvous of the highest profile athletes in the world of stand-up paddling. So till then, see you next time. Oh, coming up, we have Christina Zur and Rami Zur, a gold Olympic medalist. You definitely want to stay tuned for this one. They're going to be here anytime. So we'll actually be touching a gold medal. So that's pretty exciting. Hopefully I'll wear it too. So I've never seen one. Olympic gold medalist Christina Zur anytime here together with Rami Zur. And all the way from Hungary. And also paddling in this week's Battle of the Paddle. So stay tuned.
Simple, sleek, and powerful enough to change the way we live.
That's how Surf Tech views the stand-up paddleboard.
Our continual pursuit to raise the level of performance and technology
is why we're the leader in stand-up paddleboards.
Our commitment to this philosophy and standard is reflected by our unrivaled
20-year history and foundational belief in technological innovation.
A passion for the environment has led to technologies that will not break down and fill up landfills,
ensuring the current and future health of our oceans.
Imitators will come and go.
We are Surf Tech.
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 We are Surf Tech. Design, performance, innovation, and passion.
Choice, either quad or thruster setup, or whatever your choice is. You got a beautiful foil. I think you got a nice little template here that'll be pretty versatile, whether you ride a really big board or even a pretty small stand-up board. It's almost better to have 5 boxes in your board. Sometimes you can ride the quad. One nice little feature that we have in the box fin, you can use an FCS key to tighten it, so you only have to carry one key. You don't have to carry a screwdriver. We
had this nice swell that came by, and I had regular thruster fins on my stand-up paddleboard. I went out and the fins were just a bit too small. They didn't have the right shape. The board was skidding on the bottom turns, off the lip, and on the roundhouses. I switched to the Jerry Lopez fins designed for stand-up paddleboards, and it just worked great. I was able to get good turns off the top on roundhouses and also on bottom turns. So I didn't have the Jerry Lopez fin at the peak of the swell, but now I got them. I'm ready for the next swell and stoked.
Right now I'm holding my new signature model. Pretty much calling it the all-arounder. It can be used for surfing in waves, racing in flat water, racing in downwind. I decided to go with carbon because carbon's really strong and it's really light. This will not catch seaweed. It still tracks really good. You can use this in California. I mean, I paddled through thick seabeds with this. It's got really good release. I'm just really stoked with the finished product, and I hope you guys like it.
Simple, sleek, and powerful enough to change the way we live.
That's how Supconnect views the stand-up paddleboard.
Our continual pursuit to raise the level of performance and technology
is why we're the leader in stand-up paddleboards.
Our commitment to this philosophy and standard is reflected by our unrivaled
20-year history and foundational belief in technological innovation.
A passion for the environment has led to technologies that will not break down and fill up landfills,
ensuring the current and future health of our oceans.
Imitators will come and go.
We are Supconnect.
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 We are Supconnect. Design, performance, innovation, and passion.
Simple, sleek, and powerful enough to change the way we live.
That's how Supconnect views the stand-up paddleboard.
Our continual pursuit to raise the level of performance and technology
is why we're the leader in stand-up paddleboards.
Our commitment to this philosophy and standard is reflected by our unrivaled
20-year history and foundational belief in technological innovation.
A passion for the environment has led to technologies that will not break down and fill up landfills,
ensuring the current and future health of our oceans.
Imitators will come and go.
We are Supconnect.
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 We are Supconnect. Design, performance, innovation, and passion.
I'm Matt Johnston from Suplove, and today we're going to look at the Suplove Stingray Salt 14 foot by Devell. The 14 foot Stingray Salt by Devell is an evolution of our original Stingray 12'6" race board. Yet we've increased the width of it through the middle, when we've put some more foam in the tail, and basically retained the intricate bottom shape that's on all our Stingray products, but there's been a few magic tweaks there by Andrew just to make it more user-friendly.